today I'm so happy to see you again. Now, today I have a very special guest, and he is also an author of a book that I've showed you. His name is Mr. Kachi Ogbonna. Please welcome, sir.
Thank you, Akachukwu. Thank you for having me.
Okay, you're welcome. And today we're so happy to have you on Aka's channel. Welcome for the first time.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, who is Mr. Kachi Ogbonna? Please, sir, can you introduce yourself?
All right. My name is Kachi Ogbonna. I am an entrepreneur. I am an author. I'm a child entrepreneurship advocate. So what I do basically is that I help people to start and grow their businesses. But recently, I also started advocating for the need for children to also go into entrepreneurship, because I discovered that children also have a lot to offer. Recently, I also issued an offer letter to my daughter, which is a 6 years old, and that has gone viral. That has made people to understand more the importance of child entrepreneurship.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay, and we have heard about your latest book, How It Started for Kids. And I want to ask you, how did you get inspired?
All right, thank you, Akachukwu. I've written a book before titled How It Started, but that particular book featured adults who started businesses.
Okay.
But along the line, I discovered that it is not only adults that can start businesses, that even children can also be entrepreneurs. As a matter of fact, there are many children all over the world who have started one form of business or the other. So I felt if we are able to compile the exploits of adults, that it will also make sense for us to be able to tell the world what children are equally doing in the field of entrepreneurship. That's what led to me writing How They Started for Kids.
Oh, thank you very much. That was great. And now I see why you wrote an adult book and you also wrote a children's book. Yeah. Now, I want to ask you, we have heard that in one of your videos, that you pay your daughter's salary and you give her jobs around the house. Now, what also inspired you to do that?
All right. Thank you once again. My daughter is 6 years old, and she has always wanted to be an entrepreneur, because she often hears me talk about entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. But there are certain things that are necessary for a child to have as a skill before you can be successful in entrepreneurship. One of them is having a sense of responsibility. So I needed my daughter to begin to have that sense of responsibility, because sometimes people look at children and say they are just children, allow them to play, allow them to do what they want to do. But no, I feel that children should begin to take responsibility early in life. So we decided to give her some house chores to be doing. So, but each of those chores that she does, I decided that I'm going to be paying her money for it. Secondly, I want her to begin early enough to understand financial management. Some people don't like teaching children about money, but if you must be a successful entrepreneur, you must know that money comes by working, and you must also know how to handle the money that you make. That's what inspired me to create a job for her.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Well, when I heard that she was 6 years old, I was still surprised that you were paying her money by 6 years old, at the age of 6 years old. Okay, so Mr. Kachi Ogbonna, how do you think that young ones in our present day should be directed? Don't you think that money is too, I don't know, what would children be doing with money at this age? From very small ages, it's just weird.
Thank you very much. Actually, the key word here is not money. It is about responsibility, and it is about being intentional. So parents have a lot of work to do when it comes to guiding children at this age. So when you introduce children to ventures that can help them to make money, the first thing you must let them to understand is that it is not about money. It is about them having that sense of responsibility. It is about them learning the skill of financial management. So it is the work of parents to be able to direct their children. I give you an example. My daughter Sophia, she earns money on a weekly basis. We pay her 1,000 naira for the job that she does every week. Now, she doesn't keep the money. My wife, who is her mother, is the one that is responsible for keeping the money. Now, the first thing I taught her about money management is that for whatever money she earns on a weekly basis, there are two things she must do. Number one is that as a Christian, I believe in tithing, so she has to remove her tithe and keep it aside. Then she must remove her savings, and this is key. Every child that is watching this should learn this, that for every money you make in life, you are not permitted to spend on it. So you must remove a certain portion of that money and keep it aside. It is called your saving. The people that you hear that they are very rich, they are the richest people in the world today, is because they lack this discipline of not spending everything that they make. So Sophia keeps part of her money that is called savings. Now the remaining one that she is meant to spend, the mother keeps it. So at 6 years old, we don't allow her to just take money and go and spend anything. So if she needs to do anything with money, she'll go to her mom. They have a discussion. And if the mom feels that that thing is necessary, she will not give her from that money she can spend. And if it is not necessary, the mom will explain to her in such a way she will understand. So it's not really about money. It is about helping the children to gain that sense of responsibility. And parents will be intentional about this.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so now I want to ask you another question about your video. Now, when children see this video about your child Sophia and how you're paying her salary weekly, wouldn't they be like for normal house chores, like they will be expecting their parents to pay them money, and that can spoil children for a fact.
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said before, parents have a lot of work to do on this. It doesn't, and I will give you Sophia's experience. In fact, the issue that I gave her an offer letter and promised that I'm going to be paying her salary has made Sophia to become very, very responsible. And she looks forward to performing house chores. So it's not about money. Money doesn't drive her. What is driving her is that money, as a matter of fact, is just a motivation for them to do more. So what we tell parents is when you give this responsibility to your child and promise that you are going to pay her or him to do that work, you're only trying to spoil the child the more to work. So it's not that money will become the driver. In fact, what that money has done to Sophia is that she has understanding in life that for you to ever make money, you have to work.
Now I want to ask you, what is your advice for those kids out there like that want to become kidpreneurs?
My advice for children that want to be kidpreneurs is simple. They should believe in themselves. Every child has a lot to offer. In fact, children are created to be naturally creative. So they have many things to offer. So the children shouldn't think that it is only adults that can solve problems. That's one of the things I've been able to let my daughter understand, that children can solve certain societal problems. So if they are given opportunity, they should believe in themselves. Take for example, Akachukwu. There are many children that cannot do what they are doing today. They are running a YouTube channel, interviewing an adult. So, but I believe your parents has been able to tell you that you can do it. It is in you. And as you are doing it, many people watch your video from all over the world and they can see what an 8-year-old girl is doing. So children have the capacity to build businesses. So they should look at themselves and know what they can do. That thing that they love doing. So that thing that normally you do at your spare time, ask your parents, how can I do this in a more productive way that it can even bring money for me and that other children can benefit from it. So they should believe in themselves. They should not be scared. They should look inward and discover what it is that they are good at naturally and go ahead to do it in a productive way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kachi Ogbonna, for having the time to come here. I already feel like a famous person interviewing you. Okay,
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, for children out there, I hope you have learned a lot of things from this interview. You can be anything you want. Just put your mind to it and believe in yourself. Thank you very much, Mr. Kachi, and bye-bye.
See you.